Good afternoon. We're back with more Lord of the Rings LCG, and today is Flies and Spiders on Nightmare difficulty. This is a re-record as I was not happy with the first video. This is not a very difficult quest when playing solo or when playing on Nightmare difficulty. It doesn't add too much, but it does add the requirement to start with one poison, and there are a few unique enemies as well. So open the game with a fairly innocuous encounter card, and I'm gonna need to get the one ring out of the deck right away, though I think I forget to actually do this. But that should be a turn one, not the one ring, sorry, Bilbo's magic ring should be gotten out of the deck turn one using Bilbo's turn one resource, which I forget to do here. So we're just getting set up with a pretty good starting hand. It's gonna be the reason that I grabbed that Warrior of Lossarnach was I knew I would be able to use Captain's Wisdom to generate more resources. So this is going to be a pretty good start, and using a very good tail here to make it even better, hopefully, and a pretty good, very good tail. So this is about as good a start as you will ever see. You could actually make a case there for grabbing the Errand-rider over the Hunter of Lamedon, because Errand-rider has a lot of value in this quest when everyone's unconscious. You can transfer, after you wake up one of your heroes, you can transfer more resources over to Bilbo quicker, and this helps you wake up your characters faster. Because of this extremely strong start, I clear phase 1 on turn 1, and that's going to clear this staging area as we move into phase 3, although this enemy that's revealed does get an immediate attack. And he puts some damage on Erestor and another poison, as he has the Venom keyword. But we're going to move to phase 2. If we were playing multiplayer, these cards in the staging area would remain there, but as it is, we move on to phase 3, and phase 2 gets discarded, and phase 3 is its own unique staging area. So all resources are removed here. This is why I say you should get the magic ring turn 1, which I simply forgot to do, but now I remember. Oh, I should have done that. Because the magic ring is needed here to generate resources in order to wake up unconscious characters. So this is the most vulnerable part of this quest. We're going to be using the magic ring during the refresh phase, but before the next resource phase, so that we can wake up a character. So we use the magic ring once, and then the refresh phase it'll refresh, and I'll use it again right away, so that I can wake up Hirluin before the resource phase of next round, so that he can generate resources. That should be only 2 resources, actually. There we go. Got everything straightened out. So we used the magic ring twice for 2 resources. It's exhausted until this upcoming refresh phase. And then Bilbo also has his normal 1 resource for the normal resource phase. The Wealth of Gondor gives me the ability to get Faramir out, which is good. He's going to be very helpful. And Addercop is a pretty big enemy, and he's going to cause me to take some threat because I can't quest for enough. And he's going to have -1 engagement cost for each poison, so he's going to be at 33, which means he's going to engage next round. am debating about whether to wake up Denethor or Erestor here. And I decide on Erestor. Still not sure which one was better to do. So once again, during the refresh phase, we're using Bilbo's ring so that I can wake up. That was last round. I used it during the refresh phase so that Erestor would gain resources this round after being woken up. Errand-rider can potentially help funnel some more resources to Bilbo, though I don't know if I use it for that. I'm not sure why. Probably just forgot. So I grab a second very good tail here. My goal is to use Faramir and Errand-rider to generate two cost guys, which I can then use to generate more guys with very good tail. Normally I would choose Knight of the Swan and Anfalas Herdsman here, but in this case, because I wanted to use very good tail again, I chose Forlong. If I'd chosen Anfalas Herdsman, I'd only have the ability to grab 2 cost with very good tail. With Forlong, I can grab 4 cost, and it gets me 2 more Hunters of Lamedon. So we've got a decent board state here. The reason why I was willing to take a risk like that, it was only a little risk, but not one I would probably normally feel pressured to do, except that I knew I had Addercop incoming this round. And so I needed a good board state in order to deal with that. So I'm going to have to engage both of these enemies. And one of them will be attacking the Hunter of Lamedon, and one of them will be undefended. Well, actually, yeah, Forlong will be available. So the Hunter of Lamedon is going to die to that attack. And this enemy will likely, well, he'll deal some damage to Forlong. Forlong was at 3 shields, so 1 damage and 1 poison for him. And once again, we're going to use the ring during the refresh phase and wake up Denethor before the resource phase of the next round. So it's going okay here. Got 2 enemies engaged, and if more come, it could be a problem. But we're continuing to add to the board state, which is already pretty decent, even with the guys still exhausted. And I could use Errand-rider here to move a resource over to Bilbo and wake somebody else up. I don't do that, and I don't really have any idea why. It's something I should have done. Errand-rider is very good in this quest for that reason. He enables you to wake up more guys quicker by funneling resources to Bilbo. So we are moving right along. It is not necessary to fight too much in this quest. You could just quest through, make the 5 progress, clear the Spider's Glade next round, and clear the final stage. I think in this case I opt to slow play it a little bit and try to clear the board before moving on too aggressively. And another enemy does come. If I'd quested hard here, I may have encountered some problems. So I think slow playing was okay in this situation. I'm going to sacrifice the Errand-rider. I guess that's why I didn't use him to wake somebody else up. I wanted to use him for a chump blocker. I don't know if that was correct or not. That forces me to discard an unconscious ally. And then I've got 2 more attacks to deal with. 2 poisons for the defending character. If he gets poisons equal to his HP, he's going to go unconscious. So HP is currently 5. And with the 3 Warriors of Lossarnach, there's no damage, so the Venom doesn't add any more poison. Forlong may get another poison, though. He gets 1 when the character attacks. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack. That's always annoying. but he doesn't do any damage. Now Denethor is going to get a poison. And 1 damage means 1 more poison from the venom. So we got some poisons out now. But I can also retaliate with some damage, so that's good. I can deal with Addercop here. Poison characters cannot be declared as attackers or defenders. One reason why I needed a chump blocker. And I'm going to have a little bit of extra damage. Should be able to take out 1 more guy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I can just do it. 5, 6, 7 with Erestor. So that will... I decide instead I'll put the 7 on the venomous spider and take care of that. It was the more formidable of the enemies. Once again, waking somebody up in the refresh phase. Now it's not really important to do that, because in the refresh phase you wake somebody up so that they generate resources, but now the allies I'm going to be waking up don't generate resources, so it doesn't matter too much when you do the wake up action. Probably going to move on into the next round, this round. Should be able to do that and still have plenty of guys available for combat. And it's choose a hero to be removed from the quest and make that hero unconscious. None of my heroes are committed to the quest, so the card's going to gain Surge into a location. When it's active, all poison characters get blank text boxes, so most likely I will never make that active. We're on to phase 4, which means Spider's Glade to the staging area. I'm going to be moving there right away, as I need to clear it to clear the quest. So 9 quest points on the active location, and then 3 on the stage 4 will finish off this quest. And the attack is going to be taken by Forlong, and then I should have no trouble dispatching that enemy. The precarious part of this quest is over now, and we're into mop-up basically. Gonna wake up 1 more ally. So started the quest phase, got to search the encounter deck for a spider and add it to staging. Probably just grab another one of those fat spiders. Didn't find it particularly formidable, and it's only got 2 threat against. But I'm going to have far more willpower than I need to finish off this quest. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, probably quest for 21. So there's 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26. And the card's a location, which doesn't do anything immediately. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 26 is 18 progress. I needed 12. That will finish off the quest and end the game. A pretty mild quest, even on Nightmare mode. There is one precarious part where you can lose fairly easily, which is when everybody's unconscious. And it's possible also to get overwhelmed by poisons kind of early in the game if you get the wrong string of enemies. So, thanks for watching.